Summer, the one time of year where kids, teens, and young adults around the world are briefly freed from their harsh academic duties to have fun in the sun and make the most of their youth. For many, summer can mean going on a fun vacation with friends or family, cooling off with a dip in the pool and some delicious cold ice cream, making some money with a much-needed summer job, and maybe even going to see the fireworks with that special someone. Or if you're like me, it can mean locking yourself in your room so you can finally binge watch those anime that you didn't have time for throughout the rest of the year. But why just binge any anime this summer when instead you could watch something that perfectly encapsulates the spirit of summer? Something that brings the hot sunny days, the bonds tested and strengthened between friends, and the careless summer fun straight to you without ever having to leave your room. So, to help you all out with your summery anime watching endeavors, I've compiled a list of 5 fun summer anime from the past 5 years that I think should be on the top of your plan to watch list before this summer ends. From 2014 is a summer series that is by no means perfect in any way. But, despite its flaws, Macaca City Actors manages to be one of the most fun, summery shows I've seen to date. Macaca City Actors begins its somewhat confusing story, notably, on the hot summer day of August 14th, when Shintaro Kisaragi spills soda all over his keyboard and is forced to leave his room for the first time in 2 years to go get a new one. Through a strange series of events, Shintaro comes into contact with a group of mysterious teens who each have a special supernatural ability, and who, together, form a group known as the Macaca Shidan. The anime focuses on unraveling its wide array of characters' pasts and exploring the secret behind their mysterious powers, and it has fun doing it. Despite having some darker elements in its plot, Macaca City Actors manages to keep itself from falling into edgy territory through its well-placed and subtle comedy, endearing characters, and its wonderfully fun music. Because the show is based on Jin's hit Vocaloid music video series known as the Kaguru Project, pretty much every major character gets their own dedicated song which plays during some important part of each character's story. The songs not only provide some nice extra character development, but often they blend seamlessly with the anime's stunning visuals and tie in rather nicely with the events that advance the story's plot. Additionally, as a Studio Shaft production through and through, Macaca City Actors has a very unique style, solid animation, and is, of course, chock full of director Akiyuki Shinbo's signature head tilts. Although its distinctive style, non-linear structure, and cheerful insert songs can make the series play out like an artsy but confusing summer music video, Macaca City Actors is definitely an artsy but confusing summer music video worth watching. Speaking of artsy music videos, from 2015 is a music video / short film that absolutely screams summer. Expert animation hobbyist Rapparu's Kaname, or in English, a linchpin, is only 5 minutes long, but it portrays the simple feeling of summer, and to an extent summertime sadness, absolutely flawlessly. It's pretty much got every summer staple you can think of, from late afternoon downpours to sweltering in the sun, from watching fireworks to playing baseball, and from stargazing to, yes, even a whirlwind summer romance. And watching the short feels much like looking back through your phone at pictures of a summer vacation gone past. Although I had originally planned to only stick with anime series for this list, Kaname was just too strong of a summer anime to pass up recommending. The short follows a young woman who, on the way home from work, stumbles across a weakened tree goddess whose tree and shrine had recently been torn down. The woman attempts to rescue the goddess by taking her back to her apartment, and the two slowly form a relationship. Although Kaname's short story is certainly emotional and solid in of itself, the delivery of the story, through, quite frankly, some of the most impressive and expressive animation I've seen done by a single person to date, propels the anime from good to great. The fantastic animation is only further supported by Adustum's intense yet somehow melancholic music, which is appropriately titled Lust for Summer Blues. Honestly, Kaname was just a really great short, and since it's only 5 minutes long and I've linked the official YouTube video in the description box, you have absolutely no excuse not to watch it as soon as you get done with this video. From 2016 is a series that's actually still airing, but if you've got a lot of free time, or just like fun and need a pick-me-up every now and then, I highly recommend checking out Pokemon Sun and Moon. Pokemon Sun and Moon is a Pokemon anime series like no Pokemon anime series ever was. It is my personal favorite generation of the Pokemon anime yet. The show's simpler designs for Ash and his friends were a huge change from previous seasons of the Pokemon anime, and its tone completely shifted from the much-loved Pokemon X and Y, which unfortunately threw many fans off from this series initially. But I'm here to tell you, whether you're an old-time Pokemon fan or someone who knows next to nothing about the franchise, to please give this show a shot. It might just surprise you. In this iteration of the Pokemon anime, Ash and his Pikachu visit the tropical island region of Alola, where they meet some cool new friends and start attending the Pokemon school. Although the anime has an underlying focus on Ash collecting Z crystals and completing the island challenge, Ash's day-to-day school life and adventures with his friends are what primarily drive the show. Of course, Pokemon Sun and Moon still has some more intense story arcs, which are very, very good, but where the show actually excels is in its slice-of-life element. By completely removing the gym badge journey element from previous generations and letting Ash stay in one place, the writers are allowed much more freedom to be creative and kinda do whatever they want with the series, which in a setting like Alola, makes for episode on episode of pure summery fun. While watching Kaname feels like scrolling through pictures of a summer vacation gone past, watching Pokemon Sun and Moon feels like actually going on a summer vacation that you never ever want to end. I just can't express enough how this show feels like all the best parts of summer wrapped up into a huge colorful package and tied with a slightly worn out and sort of nostalgic looking bow. To try to give you even a little bit of an idea, let me just read you some of the lyrics to the series' 4th opening. You've gotten a lot tanner since we first met. Your clothes are dirtier too, but that's how it should be. Look, the tears of frustration you've hidden beneath your cap will be dried up by the sun in no time. These lyrics practically scream summertime nostalgia, and I'm happy to say that the rest of the series captures the wonderful feelings and memories associated with summer just as well as this opening does. Honestly, I don't think there's been a single episode of Pokemon Sun and Moon so far that hasn't left me with a big stupid smile on my face. Well, aside from the few episodes that left me pretty much emotionally devastated, because yeah, as fun as Pokemon Sun and Moon is, it can also be very mature and emotional. Overall, it's clear that the show really has overwhelming heart and talent put into it. So if you're a fan of Pokemon or just lighthearted shows in general, I'm begging you to Pika please check Pokemon Sun and Moon out. From 2017 is an anime that, unlike previous shows on this list, actually takes place over the course of an entire year, rather than just a summer. Despite this, PA Works' Sakura Quests is still a wonderful summer watch, especially if you're looking for something with a little more of a chill adult vibe. The show follows Yoshino Koharu, who, in her pursuits to find a job after college, ends up somewhat accidentally taking on the role of Queen of the Kingdom of Chupacabra in the tiny agricultural town of Manoyama. Though she had hoped the job would just be a short, one-time summer gig, Yoshino soon becomes wrapped up in the Board of Tourism's plans to revitalize Manoyama as she makes some new friends and tries to figure out her own goals and identity. Each of the different characters that Yoshino meets is wonderfully fleshed out, each having their own set of personal struggles, personality quirks, and reasonings behind their actions. PA Works does a great job of making its characters feel grounded and realistic, as if they were real people plucked out from some rural Japanese town and somehow thrown into the animated world of Sakura Quest. The simple fact that the majority of characters involved in the series are actually adults also provides a nice change of pace from the usual focus on high schoolers. And you definitely won't find the hormonal-driven, heart-pounding, and seemingly life-changing grand adventures of teenagers trying to navigate emotions and make the most out of their youths here. But what you'll find instead is the utterly charming town of Manoyama and a cast of characters that will feel like family by the time the series concludes. You'll find a show that feels like reluctantly going back to your hometown for the summer, and realizing that despite its glaring problems, you'd never want it to disappear. And you'll find a show that makes you want to get back up again after you fall down, and wholeheartedly sing along to the second opening, which states, "Yes, go ahead, let's try again." If you don't mind a show with a little bit of a slower pace, and would love to spend your summer with some incredibly human characters in an incredibly real setting, then Sakura Quests might just be the perfect show for you. From 2018 is an anime that, like Sakura Quest, also takes place over the course of about a year, but Mitsuboshi Colors starts off during the summer season and is fun enough to carry the feeling of summer all the way until the end of its run. The show follows a cast of 3 kids named Yui, Kotaha, and Sachan, who call themselves the Colors and have lots of exciting adventures in the name of protecting the peace of their city. In a time when Japan is desperately trying to increase its birth rate, many anime that include young children portray them as sweet, precious, and simply adorable, which does make for some very cute anime, but isn't always entirely accurate. Mitsuboshi Colors, on the other hand, provides one of the most accurate depictions of kids being kids I've ever seen. Sure, they are definitely cute, but they can also be annoying, crude, selfish, and even downright mean. They can cry when they're scared or things don't go their way. They can get easily distracted and not see things through. And they can be extremely impulsive and just say or do whatever they're thinking about. They're immature to a fault. And they can be so stupid. But of course they are. They're kids. Being a kid is all about making messes, making friends, causing trouble, experiencing new things, learning from mistakes, and, above all, just having fun. The show reminds me of going to day summer camp with my friends as a kid. It's exciting, bursting with energy, and sometimes more than a little chaotic. You're more than exhausted by the end of the day, but you always can't wait to go back again tomorrow. If you're looking for an anime that's the very definition of lively, and enthusiastically embraces the essence of childhood, give Mitsuboshi Colors a shot. Though I know summer will soon be coming to a close, I hope you'll please check out at least 1 or 2 of these 5 wonderful summer-filled shows before fall comes back around in the next month or so. Of course, these shows can still be thoroughly enjoyed at any point of the year, especially if you're looking for something brimming with warmth and vibrancy to get you through even the coldest months of your winter depression. So whether you watch these shows sitting in front of your fan in the midst of an August heat wave, or hiding under 3 blankets as you avoid a January snowstorm, you're sure to have a fun time and fully experience the true spirit of summer. As always, I'm celestialnerd, and thank you so much for watching my video. Make sure to let me know what your favorite summertime shows are, and tell me your thoughts on my video and recommendations in the comments below. And don't forget to like, subscribe, and push the notification bell for more anime content in the near future.